Stephanie, thank you for your time. I just wanted to know from your perspective, how much of your own thought, heart, and passion has gone into making the women's division equal to the men's division over the years?
It's been a focus of mine, really ever since I was a little girl. And, I would wonder why there was only one women's match, if any. It's something that I've believed in my entire life. It now, as the mom of 3 daughters, and I look at the world, through their eyes, and I want them to have every opportunity and know that every opportunity is available to them, no matter what they want to pursue, as long as they're willing to work really hard at it. And the opportunity to support all of the women who have ever stepped foot inside what we call the squared circle, and in some way represent the unsung heroes, those women who we'll never hear about, all over the world, who sacrifice and travel and put their hearts and souls and bodies on the line, oftentimes, leaving family at home, leaving children at home, whatever that may be, just to try to make a name for themselves. And, I can't imagine how hard it has been throughout the years, especially for those women, on the independent circuits. And it's absolutely a passion of mine, and has been. Amazing. And will always be.
We see these incredible female superstars compete inside of the ring, but what's their camaraderie like outside of the ring, and maybe even in the locker room, and how important is that to the company?
I think, for women in general, there's often a stigma that we don't support one another, that we're jealous of each other, that we backbite. And I think, in some degree, right, those things happen sociology-wise, but it's when we come together, that's when we can really make a difference. And I think that you do see that in the WWE locker room. You see women supporting women. And of course, everyone wants to be the star, everyone wants to have their position, but you do feel a sense of family, particularly when our live events are up and running, because you're on the road with everybody. You're on the road over 100 days a year, and these women and these people become your family. And the more we support one another, the better we all rise.
Stephanie, can you quickly talk about the impact that Ronda Rousey had when she came in on the women's division on WWE, on the universe, just everything in general? Because I'm just, such a supporter of hers, and I thought that she did an incredible job.
So am I, and she had a tremendous impact on our business. We have an incredible women's division, but what Ronda also brings, not only is she an Olympic medalist, not only was she the first ever UFC women's champion and first ever female inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, but she brings star power from outside of our world, and she brought an audience from outside of the WWE with her. And then her natural, there's nobody who has more natural athletic ability and charisma and work ethic than Ronda. And I think she elevated the game for all of our female performers and male performers. I just can't wait to get her back. Hopefully that happens.
What did she say to you when she found out she broke your arm?
Well, she didn't really break my arm. But that was all a part of the plan. But, it was Ronda who really wanted to finish the open-ended storyline with her and I that had started at WrestleMania 31 when The Rock brought her in the ring, because I slapped The Rock and I said, you get to step in, Dwayne. What are you going to do to a woman? I play the villain. I play the baddie. And then he said, well, I tell you what, I would never hit a woman, but I know somebody who would. And the audience knew Ronda was there, and they started to come with this chant, Ronda's gonna kill you. It couldn't have been more perfect. And I was looking around at the audience, and then here comes Ronda in the ring, and it was like, But that was then, about 2 years before she actually made her debut in WWE. And she's the one who really wanted to close the loop in the story with me. And it was such an honor to be in that position. What a privilege, really, to be in the ring at WrestleMania with Ronda in her first match, teaming with my husband, against Ronda and Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist in his own right.
Steph, do you have a female superstar in particular that you think of that is a trailblazer for the next generation?
Oh, there are so many. Yes, there really are so many, and I hate to narrow it down to anyone, because they all deserve, to be recognized. But I think, if you watch NXT TakeOver on Saturday and SummerSlam on Sunday night, you will get a glimpse into some of these incredible women who are no doubt going to blaze a trail for future generations.